Hello and welcome to this week's video. So today I thought that I would take you through my morning skincare and an everyday makeup routine. So I really don't have too much of a morning routine. I've already washed my face. I just washed it with a cleanser and now I'm just going to put on this moisturizer. So it's from the brand ASAP and it's Australian. So I put on about like 2 little pumps of it, just that much, and that's enough for my whole face. I have quite oily skin, so it's taken a while to find like the right moisturizer for me. So this one leaves me feeling pretty matte for the whole day. I can't really use oils in the morning. I use them usually in the evening, but only about once a week. Alright, so once that's on, that's actually it for my morning skincare. So now I'll move on to my makeup. So I also just wanted to chat a little bit while I was doing this. Just check in. How's everybody doing? So where I live in Australia, I live just outside of Melbourne, and actually Melbourne has been put back into a stage 3 lockdown. But I happen to live just like one shire out of the area that's been put into lockdown, which means that I can still see people that live in my area. However, like everything is locked back down again. I don't know, it's definitely been having some impacts on my mental health a bit. Last night I was feeling really down, like the serotonin just absolutely left my brain. Which was a lot of fun. So I ended up just baking some chocolate banana muffins, which always makes me feel happy. And I actually watched Lady and the Tramp, which was definitely a good mood booster. Felt a lot better after that, and some serotonin managed to creep its way back into my brain, so feeling a lot better after that. But yeah, I just wanted to check in, make sure everyone's doing okay. Hopefully wherever you are, your restrictions are being eased a bit, but like I know it's definitely a tough time, and it's just, I think the hardest part is not knowing when it's going to end. And obviously I know that I'm super privileged to only have to worry about like just being stuck at home and not being able to do things, but I think it's also important to acknowledge how tough it is for everyone. But I definitely appreciate that a lot of people have it much harder. But yeah, it's just, I don't know, just wanted to rant a little bit about that. Alright, so after my mascara I'll usually just do my brows a bit. So this is just the NYX brow mascara. So I usually tint my brows, but I tinted them about a week ago, so it's just starting to wear off a little bit. So if I was going somewhere, which I am not today, I'm doing this just for fun, but if I was going somewhere I would put some of this in, just a little bit, just to give my brows a bit more shape, and also just to like hold them in the shape that I want to hold them in. So I usually like to brush them up a little bit. Yeah, that's pretty much it for my brows once I've done that. I just like to make them look more bushy. I already have pretty thick brows, but who doesn't want them thicker? Alright, I'll usually put a little bit of concealer just on any red spots that I have as well, just to cover them up. This is really hard to do one-handed as well, by the way. I just have a couple of pimples that come up. Nothing too bad. I used to have really bad skin when I was younger, and I think I've been plastering foundation onto my face since I was about 12, so it's definitely nice to be able to step away from that. Now I like to go for a lighter makeup, and I don't mind if any of my pimples show through, so it's a really good breakthrough in some self-love for my skin. Definitely feels a lot better. Feels good to finally accept my skin in whatever state that it's in, but I can also appreciate that it definitely looks a lot better than it used to when I was younger. Now I'll go on with a little bit of a loose powder. This one is from Mecca. This is just because I have oily skin, and this tends to keep me looking quite nice and matte for the whole day. So I just like to put a little bit of that just all over, mostly over my T-zone, but all over anyway, and it keeps my skin looking much better. When I first put it on, it does look quite matte, but then as my natural oils come through, we love that, then it looks more natural and glowy. Now I like to go in with just a bit of a bronzer because considering that it's winter here right now, I'm looking pretty pale, so this one just helps me look a little bit more alive. So yesterday I had a course counselling session for my university, so I was picking subjects for next semester. And I'm really excited about what I've picked. So I've picked gender studies as my major and art history as my minor, which is super exciting. Hopefully I actually like them. I'm doing both gender studies and art history subjects for the first time next semester. So if I hate them, hopefully I can swap out of them. But I've had gender studies has been like in elements of some of my other subjects last semester, so I think that I will enjoy that, and it's always been something that I've been really interested in and passionate about, so hopefully that works out. And then art history just sounds really cool. I do have to admit I've been a little bit influenced by Moya Mohini. She studies art history and it just seems like something really interesting. It was never something that I'd considered before. I did need to pick something for my minor, so hopefully it works out. If not, I can always pick something else. I've like met the requirements to do multiple other pathways. But yeah, so it's exciting. So I picked my subjects. So next semester I'll be doing a gender studies subject and I'll be doing an art history subject. Then I'll be doing also like an arts foundation subject, which is called representation, and apparently that goes really well with the art history unit. And then I've also picked like one elective subject which is about like the internet and society and how they interact, so that sounds like it should be super fascinating as well. So I'm really excited. It's definitely a bit of a bummer that everything's still going to be online next semester, but I mean, what can you do? And at least it means that I don't have to travel into uni. It does take me about an hour and a half by public transport from where I live, so it's definitely a blessing that I get to be at home. So I'm kind of grateful for that, but also really sad that I don't get to have any social interaction or anything like that. And I do enjoy being in class and in lectures and stuff like that, so I don't know, hopefully it goes well. Alright, so next we're going in with some blush. This one is also from Mecca. Really pretty pink shade. I really love it. I do love to layer on my blush. I love some rosy cheeks. Alright, and I do like to put it across my nose a bit as well. I just feel like it continues the blush across nicely, and it's kind of just like a really cute look having a bit of blush on your nose. Alright, I think that's blushed up enough. Also, for anyone who didn't watch my latest video, I actually made this top that I'm wearing right now. I think I still need to fix it up a little bit because it's actually like falling down a bit, but I think it's really cute and I'm really proud of it, so definitely go watch that video. I'll like link it up the top here. Alright, so next I go in with this little cream highlighter. It's also from Mecca. I think I got this one as a sample actually in one of their beauty loop boxes, and it has lasted me the longest time. I have had this for over a year and I use it almost every day, so that is definitely good value. I put a little bit of this onto my middle finger just because I've already used this finger for concealer. I like to put this just on my cheekbone and then I bring it up around my eyebrow as well. And just the same on the other side. This one's just like a really pretty shimmery color, and look, it's a very natural glow, which is why I love it. Then put a little bit on the tip of my nose as well, and I just bring it up the bridge of my nose. And I like to put some under my eyebrows, and if I'm feeling fancy, which apparently today I am, put a little bit in the corner of my eyes as well, just to make them pop. And then, so this palette that I've been using as my mirror, it's a little Stila palette. I did drop it at one point and completely lost this shade here, which was a bronzing shade. So I had bronze and a blush and then like a few eyeshadow shades. So it's a bit sad that I dropped it, but I think I might use a little bit of this this color here just on my eyelids, just for a bit of a nude eye. Just pop it on with my finger. So once that is done, I just like to pop on some lip balm. I'm not a big fan of like lip gloss or really having much color on my lips. I just feel like I have quite small lips and it doesn't really suit me. It kind of, I don't know, it just looks a bit funny. So most of the time I just go for lip balm. I do have like a bit of a tinted lip balm that I use sometimes, but most of the time it's just this one, just a purple cream. And this one actually smells really good. Alright, there you have it. That is my finished makeup look. So this is just like a super easy everyday makeup. I feel like it's actually almost nicer than a really heavy makeup. I feel that with my skin type and everything, it stays on for longer and it just looks more healthy and glowing than if I put on like a really heavy foundation. So I really like this one for most activities and just like a day-to-day. Alright, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please remember to give it a big thumbs up and also to comment and subscribe. It definitely really helps me out. And I hope that everyone has a great week. I hope that if you're from Victoria and you're locked down again, I hope that you're staying safe and staying home. And for everyone else, just stay safe, have a lovely week, and I'll see all of you guys next week. Bye!